Welcome back to KSG. We promised you an update on how we actually hang our hammocks with easier equipment. It makes it a little more feasible, a little more flexible. The first thing we have,
And we get to say whoopie sling.
he just likes the whoopee. The first thing we have are the slap straps. Okay, these are a lot more flexible, a lot more durable than the ones that just come in your regular packet that we showed in the last video. These have hooks on, not hooks, but the loops on either end, but along the strap, they also have the loops that you can hook into. This leads for a lot more adjustment, and as you see when we do it on the video, I actually had a lot more adjustment on my tree in 3 different places to hook it into to leave for more room depending on how far apart your trees are.
These alone, even with the rest of the hammock being left alone, will give you so much more adjustment than the ones that just come with it or the more basic ones. They really are worth the extra, I think, $30-ish when we bought them. You can get them anywhere from $20 to $30, and they're very much worth it.
The other thing that we have for you that we literally just got 2 weeks ago are our Whoopie Slings. Straps. Slings?
Whoopie slings.
Damn it.
And what these are is they're made out of a material called Dyneema-cord. The particular one that most people use for hammocking is 7/64 Dyneema. You slide in a little closer to the camera so you can see this. This is the actual cord. It's similar in diameter to parachute cord, but much stronger. This is also a hollow cord, and the way they make the sling is they feed the cord into itself, kind of like a crochet. And you can see how that moves freely when I'm holding the end. If I don't hold the end and you let this compress, it goes nowhere. You can put as much tension on it as you want and it won't go anywhere. Very simple to adjust though. You can take these loops in and out. The bigger the loop, the lower the hammock goes. You need to raise the hammock, you just hold it back and tighten this up. It shrinks the loop, up goes that end of the hammock. Very easy to get that pitch right so your head can be higher than your feet. You can get much more comfortable, much more simply.
And with the whoopies, how many pounds can they hold? Whoopie! See, I get to say it more than him.
I think they're up over 600, but there's some ridiculous number. Extremely durable. And we have linked a similar set to the ones we have. There's a lot of makers of this, and they tend to put them up on Amazon in batches, so they kind of go away. The important thing that you want to do when you select yours is look for ones that have the bead or something to stop that loop from pulling through, because that's not going to be field repairable unless you happen to carry a long crochet needle with you.
All the time. Crochet? He
Crochet?
crochets. I crochet. He crochets. Anyway, remember, this is our first time using those, so it's a little entertaining, and it sounds a little, well, iffy.
Well, we were out in the wilds of suburbia. We had a train in the background for part of our video, and
I didn't know if we were going to make it.
It's suburbia, so please bear with the audio, and here we go.
So now, we are going to use the upgraded equipment. We showed you what came with it. It was a little tricky. What we have now, these are called Eno straps. So as you look, I have mine. These are mine. They're all rolled together as one. But as you take them apart, they have hooks all along the strap in order to hook onto it. So there's a lot of places that you can hook onto the tree at. Okay? So when we put these up, we're going to put these up on a different tree. And there's hooks on either side of it, so it makes it very easy. He's laughing at me because he thinks it's not easy. You just got to get it high enough up on the tree. So as you can see, I have put mine up. I have this strap I can use, this place I can use, and this place I can use, depending on how far apart your trees are.
This tree is a little thicker, especially where we're at, so we've really got 1 or maybe 2 that we could pull off from here.
The other thing I really wanted to show you, a lot of times when you're setting up, you don't have 2 people. So the way I put my hammock together is different. I actually, and we're using Whoopie Slings. I put my hammock together so I can start on one side. As I'm holding it, I can work my way to the other side without letting go of it and messing up my hammock.
Which is really nice if the ground happens to be a little bit damp or muddy.
Okay.
Now, this is a special treat. It's the first time we're putting this up with these Whoopie Slings, which not only make the hammock weigh a little less, but they give you a lot more in the range of adjustment. So this might be more entertaining than informative.
It's very entertaining because when we put it away, when we put the Whoopie Strings in, guess who didn't put it away the way I usually do? So I'm fighting with my Whoopie Strings right now.
Whoopie Slings.
Okay, Sling.
Expect a Dutch.
I'm a mess. There we go. See how messy that was? That is the way not to do it. Shush. Okay. So Joe's going to show us how to do the Whoopie Slings. Guess what? I don't know how to use them.
First, we're going to need your carabiner.
My carabiner is right here. Don't make any more mess than it already is.
So the Whoopie Slings are basically Dynamocord, and you've got an adjustable loop that you can grow or shrink just with a simple pull. Extraordinarily light, extraordinarily strong. In our case, we're just still using just basic carabiners. You don't have to get really fancy with these. And I'm going to use this higher one just because we've got all that extra, so we can show the adjustment a little better.
So as you see there, I can pull it out, and then I just pop the other end out because the way I put it together, I put my far end in first. There we go. And then it all comes out nice and neat. And guess what? We're on the wrong side. But that's okay too. Because we just like to make it entertaining for y'all. So I'm going to hook mine onto my Whoopie Sling. Maybe if I can open the hook. Hook it on here.
And now
I'm going to lay on the floor. Yay!
Here's the magic. Very simple to get this adjustment. And if that's too much, it's quite simple to get it back.
I'm tripping all over my Whoopie Swing. Swing? Apparently it's a swing now. Woo!
Okay.
So what am I going to do with this? Look at all
can,
this extra. I'm going to fall all over it.
you can just wind it up. And tuck it.
Windy, 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 windy.
Now normally you're not going to cinch them down this tight. But these Whoopie Slings do come with a bead to keep them from pulling themselves totally through. We got the familiar bug net. Although we have significantly longer strings on this one.
You do. Because I like mine.
And this is another one of the same similar hammocks off Amazon, but there are some differences. Now this didn't come with the Whoopie Slings. That is kind of a level your game up add-on.
Are we playing Mario Kart or something? We're leveling up. I'm hugging a tree.
I think so. Isn't that what all the cool kids say? Level it up?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta set this down because I am not as talented as you.
I can hug a tree better than you. Haha.
I can cut one down. Okay. Now, something that's of great value in hanging hammocks is knowing how to tie knots, and we will link to some utilities that can help you with that. That would be the subject of an entire video of its own.
Yes, because guess who can't remember to tie the right knot right now? That would be this girl.
Or this guy.
Haha.
This is early spring after all.
It is. We have not practiced yet. Usually we're more practiced up.
Okay, so very basically, you've seen the same kind of hammock hang with some different gear. Stick around though because we're going to weatherproof this by adding a ridge line and part.